the main thing is like Club Loose is not there to breed like professional drivers. They don't care. They don't.
Yeah.
They're like, if you show up and you're like, oh, I just want to learn how to be a pro, they're gonna be like, shut the hell up, man.
Yeah,
Like,
they're gonna
Right.
call you a nerd.
yeah, you're a nerd. Go back into the pits and like go think about the decisions you're making. And so the thing is, they're not stoked on it, but they do have a respect for it. And like, I've always loved Club Loose, and like, I spent so much time there and like made so many friends there. You could literally learn how to drive better than probably most pro spec guys just by going to Club Loose and learning how to drive as a grassroots driver. Like, there is so much skill that's like in the soil there. It's like you just breathe different air there. It's like you just learn by just looking what's around you. Like, you don't even have to ask questions. And then when you do ask questions, everyone there wants to help you and help you be a successful driver for the driving they're trying to do there, which is have fun and party with your boys, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just like, it's such an amazing place. I think it's literally, if you want to get into drifting and you have the opportunity to go to Club Loose, it's like you'd be a freaking idiot not to. Like, I remember people when I was going to Club Loose, they're like, "Oh, we don't do Club Loose. We're Lock City only." I'm like, "Bro, you're dumb. Like,
Yeah.
go ahead, drive Lock City. That's fine. Like, go drive as much as you can, but come to Club Loose." Like,
Yeah.
they're yelling. They're not yelling at you because they hate you. They're yelling at you because you're dumb. And you
It's a
act like you know
standard.
what you're talking about. It's like,
Yeah.
dude, it's like, no, it's like forget everything you know and just come and have fun, and you'll learn everything along the way. So it's just like, I think they do have a certain approach to that, which is easily some people are turned off by. But at the same time, it's like once you get comfortable with like people shit talking you like right to your face and telling you that you suck, you're like, okay, like if I suck, then what do I do to get better? And they're like, you suck, but here's how you can get better. So
Yeah.
it's like
They don't coddle. They don't
Yeah,
care about your
literally.
feelings. They don't hold your
At
hand.
all. No.
It's just, here's what we expect of you. We don't care until you do this thing. You're not getting bumped up. Oh, I'm sorry. You compete in Pro-Am until you show us your A group. You're not A group at Club Loose.
Yeah, literally.
They can take one lap, but like still just gotta do it. Yeah.
Yeah, like if you're hot shit and you go there and you just expect to be treated like hot shit, like no, they're gonna
just go do it.
You're not gonna get that. You're gonna have to do a lap, and then like they'll see that you actually like are good, and then you can go drive.
Do you remember any of the mean things that they've said like to you?
Oh, dude. All right, so first time
you have a pretty car too.
Yeah, literally. So you guys know JP, obviously, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So first time I ever went to Club Loose, this was like a Friday night drift party. It was like half raining. This is the first. I built my car over the course of like 2 years in my garage, and then this was the first time I was ever drifting and first time ever like driving my car. And like I'm trying to drive, I'm getting input from like Mark D'Amelia, and like I think Theo was out there, and they're like helping me, like kind of giving me the ropes, and JP was there. And he was giving me some instruction. They were being really chill, like super cool about it. And they're like, oh, cool. And they're like, this car is like really nice, almost like way too nice. Like, why would you build this car? So like there were subtle hints and like some subtle shit talk where I was like, okay. But like I kind of already knew this through my friends and like other people that I was friendly with in Club Loose, that I already kind of knew how things went. So I was expecting it. But JP like hopped in my car and he's like, let me take it for a lap and you can come with me. And I think I stayed out of the car. I was like, no, I don't want to go with you. Like, you just take the car and go do a lap, like on backtrack.
Yeah.
And he takes my car. He goes to do a lap on backtrack, and he's like, gets out of the car, and he's like, yeah, you built a cool car, but this thing drives like a piece of shit. And then like just like gives like just like gets out of the car, and he's like, this thing sucks. And he's like, you'll never be a good driver in this. And I was like, what do you mean? I just spent 2 years building this car and like. And putting all the things that I thought were smart in it, and like you're telling me it's a piece of shit. But he was like, all right, but he's like, what's your alignment set up? And he's like, also like, what's up with this stupid dump tube that you have where like all the exhaust pressure is coming out? And he's like, you need to get rid of that, and you need to go get an alignment. He's like, this is, and then come back, and then we'll see how it is. And then I did those. I came back, and the car was completely different. I linked the whole track, and then. I'm pretty sure it was my second event. I went into B group,
Wow.
So
Nice.
like the car was just set up, and then Seb hopped in the car with me, and he was like, hey, let's go for a lap around Front Track and show me how you're doing, and I'll help you out. And like I did a whole lap, and he didn't say anything while doing the lap, and I was like, oh man, like, do I suck that bad? Like, why is he like telling me what to do while I'm driving? And he was like, do that same exact lap right now, like do it again, and I'll put a B on your car right now. I was like, okay. And then I did it, and then I was in B group, and I was like, hell yeah, this is freaking awesome. I love
Yeah.
Club Boost. Like, yeah.